Yo, here we go, ayy.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ayy. From the way that I creep and the way that I rap, bring the old school vibes like we taking it back. You wanna chill with the crew, find something we could do. Take a hop in the 62, then take a cruise. Everywhere I be, known to get them in the mood. This a funky little flow, you know I'm just too smooth with it. Ayy, now we be in the back, it's the backyard boogie, still sipping on a pack. Funky too fly, baby, just like that. When you bump my music, every song gon' slap. I'ma party all night, sip my glass. Can you spin my record? We could take it way back. Ayy. The homies on the left and the honeys on the right. Get a little closer, tell me I don't bite. Nowadays it just ain't the same, so I sip a little Henny just to numb the pain. From this new generation with the old school taste, let me shoot my shot, cause I never pump fake.
Boundless, constant, continual, infinite, never-ending, permanent, relentless, timeless, perpetual, indestructible. They say communication rules the nation, and if that's the case, then that means words are impactful, right?
Yes, sir.
Words are influential. Words are powerful. Words carry energy. If you really think about it, we use communication for just about everything,
Yes, sir.
verbally and non-verbally. Even when it comes to expression. Let me tell you something, Jimmy. If I was a genie and I was able to grant you one wish, and that one wish would be eternal, wouldn't that be a dream come true, man?
Oh, absolutely.
Hey,
Man, shout out to that.
whoa.
Which leads us to our next guest. The creative lens this artist carries is inspirational. The balance in his lyricism is sensational. He's able to give you gangster, love, culture, passion, classics, and smooth transitions all in one pot. His genius and inventiveness have been able to provide feel-good vibes that has combined funk with hip-hop music, and which has created a new wave called funky style. Now, shout out to that.
Yup.
His wide range of hits such as Cruise Slow, Candy Paint, Take It Way Back, Make Your Move, plus much more has been able to gain thousands of views on YouTube and has been able to gain the respect and love from not only California, but worldwide.
Yes, sir.
That's for sure.
His loyalty and connection to his roots and culture has been able to give people a clear view on how well-versed LA lifestyle can be with classic car scenes, the funky style groove, the button-down swag, smooth vibes, and the strong passion for the Latino heritage.
One love.
You never heard nobody do it like this. Watch your back because you know you might slip. Got the goose and I watch how I step. Make your move, let me show you how I flex. I heard it get a little shady with these lokes on, and I got real ones so I never fold on. No one never tried to do it like us. I brought the hip-hop and then I brought the funk. Come on now. We have the SGV native, Mr. Bolen movement here in the flesh. We got internal, ladies and gentlemen.
It's eternal 274_. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, all social media platforms.
Woo!
Nice.
Shout out to the
Welcome.
homies.
Welcome to the
thank
show,
you
man.
guys.
Thanks for driving all the way to Corona and being here with us, man.
Bro. It was, peaceful cruise. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Fight for the Mic. Thanks for having me once again.
That's love, man. No worries, man. We always like to start off the show. First off, tell the audience who you are and where you're from, man.
Yo, they call me Eternal. I'm from Bolen Park, California, in the SGV. It's kind of a small town. But, I came up, LA County and shit. So, that's where we coming.
Nice, man. Nice. Talk a little bit about your upbringing and over there. LA's a different vibe, definitely from OC. It's like a boiling pot, a mixture of a bunch of culture, heritage. The food's amazing. There's just so many different dynamics to LA. So talk about that a little bit and dive more in detail.
I feel like just, growing up in SGV, we had hard times and we had good times, I've learned stuff from it, and, I've also, I've been through it, shout out to where I'm from. I always got love for my city, and I'm always gonna put on, for Bolen Park. So, coming up and shit, it was, it wasn't the easiest, but we made it happen. Shout out to my family, everybody who supported me. Coming up and shit. I know I was a knucklehead as a kid, but later on, I had a head on my shoulders and shit.
Shout out to that, man.
Nice.
You have siblings growing up?
Yeah, I have a little brother. You know, shout out to my bro. You know,
Yeah.
it was his birthday last month and shit. So I had to
Oh,
shout
nice.
him out.
How many years apart are you guys?
We're actually 11 months apart. We're not even a whole year apart, bro. So like, there's it's
You
crazy.
guys went back to back.
Yeah, bro. But you know, there's a whole month where we're just like the same age, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, that's my little brother. You know, he's taller than me, but he's like my little big brother and shit. But
Yeah.
shout out to my bro. You know, for sure, I got love
Nice,
for my
man.
brother.
So do you
up?
guys share a lot of like commonalities? I'm sure you guys went to school together, all that stuff.
If I could be straight up real with it, bro, he's probably a better rapper than I am, bro.
What?
Like, yeah, straight
What
up.
the
My
hell?
bro, you know, we came up, you know, with this hip hop shit together, bro, and you know, we grew up in this shit. So my brother, you know, he might not put himself out there the way I do, but he's a real lyricist, bro, and you know, he's dope, and he's taught me a
Nice.
lot about rap and shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does he help with your like artistry? Does he help with lyrics,
I feel
bars,
like,
and everything?
yeah, I feel like creativity and stuff like that. You know, he gives me advice, you know, about a lot of shit. You know, thanks to
Yeah.
my brother, bro.
Yeah.
So
Nice. Why isn't he in the game?
shit, I mean, you know, he got his shit going on. You know, got his little girlfriend and shit. You know, he's just doing his thing right now. But you know, I know. You know, if I ever get my platform, I'm gonna give him a platform and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
There you go.
yeah.
Exactly.
You know how it is.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to dive into your name, Eternal. So Eternal means lasting or existing forever, without end or beginning. It's real deep. It's real powerful.
Yeah.
So talk about what inspired the name and the impact it carries for your artistry.
Wow. So that comes with the story. So
Nice.
I used to go, you know, as a kid. I remember like probably early teens and shit. I started rapping and shit, so I went by another name, and that was Young One, because I was a young cat. So I thought, you know, Young One was cool at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, I got older and shit, and you know, I became wiser and shit. So I decided to change my name, and you know, that name, you know, I was like, you know, I don't want to completely change Young One, but I want to be Young One. You know, that was the name I came up with. So I decided to change it to Eternal Youth, which means young forever. Eternal Youth. That was the first name, you know, and my homie, I remember I told him about it, and he was kind of like, that's kind of nerdy, bro, you know? But I was like, Eternal Youth, it was like, you know, it's two names and shit, and I remember, you know, in the studio, we would have studio sessions, and, you know, I was creating songs and shit, and, you know, some of the homies, you know, they would just call me Eternal. They wouldn't even call me Eternal Youth, so it kind of stuck to me in a way, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, you know, I just might as well just take the second part off and just go by Eternal, you know? So that's how the name came about.
That's what's up.
It was, you know, it was different. So, you know.
It is different because I don't think I've ever heard of another artist with that name. Like a lot of other artists, like names share commonality in some sort of way. But when I heard your name and I saw your name, I'm like, yeah, it's different. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Yeah. So that's player, man. That's awesome, man. Shout out to that. You know, your style of music is extremely unique. You know, in some ways you've created a whole new wave and genre. You know, funky style it's creative, it's fun.
Yeah.
You can tell in the music videos, everybody's just boogieing, having a great time. And it's a great marriage with hip hop and funk together because you bring the feel good vibes of funk, but then you can still kind of keep it street and hood and gangster with some hip hop lyrics in it and play it, right?
Yeah, most definitely. That's crazy, bro. Like how that became a whole, like, you know, there's a name to that. Like I didn't even see it as a genre, you know, like I didn't even see it like that before. I'd seen it as, you know, just sampling old school music, and it grew from, you know, other artists hitting me up and, you know, us linking up, creating other music, and, you know, it just happened, bro. It wasn't planned or anything, you know. That's what's dope about music, you know. It just happens, bro, you know.
What's up?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. So, you know, I feel like, you know, rapping on these funk beats and shit, you know, definitely classic, bro. I'm trying to make music that's timeless. You know, it's all about timeless music, bro, because I feel like, you know, people are going to get into this new wave music. You know, everyone's going to, you know, jump on the wave, bro, but it's going to get old, and it's not going to live forever, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to be eternal. You feel me? So we out here trying to make timeless music, you know, that, you know, people are going to listen to for years, maybe even when the road's over, bro. Fucking aliens and shit, listening to our
This life and the
timeless
next
classic
life.
music, you feel me? You know,
Absolutely.
fuck, bro. We trying to leave shit behind, bro, when we gone, you know?
Yeah,
Absolutely, that's
exactly.
dope.
It's dope how you discovered it. You know, I heard that you would go to car shows and you know the funk music playing in the background.
Yeah,
You'd start kind of freestyling over it, and that's how you kind of discovered that style.
Yeah, bro. You know, I remember just freestyling. Period, bro. I'm a freestyle head. So yeah, being at car shows, you know, not having hip hop around me, you know, like I didn't have that scene around me. I was in a, you know, trying to explore my roots as a Chicano and you know explore my culture and. You know, get into stuff, you know, people before me was into and shit like that, bro. But, you know, it's just crazy that, you know, how that just comes about. I don't know.
Yeah, it is crazy, man. Shout out to that.
What's up?
How about the reaction from people? Do you see it when you're out and about, or people are bumping your music, or in the videos? You know, there's music, they're bumping it for the video.
Yeah,
How's the reaction?
I got something for that. So, you know, the other day I was sitting on my porch, bro. You know, I just moved out to Orange County, by the way. You know, I stay in Orange County, so shout out to Orange County. You know,
Nice.
Shout out to OC. But you know, I was sitting on my porch the other day. I was just chilling. You know, I was smoking a blunt and shit with my homie and you know my brother-in-law and shit. And you know, we were just smoking and you know I had my phone in my pocket and shit. And you know, we were chilling and I just hear my song, "Let the Record Spin" play. And I'm just chilling there, bro. And I'm just smoking. I'm kind of high. I don't know, you know. But you know, I look at my phone down, and I don't know if my phone started playing my music or not. So I looked down at my phone, and you know, I picked it up. I took it out of my pocket, and you know, my song wasn't playing. So I was like, "What the hell?" So I look up, bro, and you know, I see some cat, you know, driving down the street with a skateboard and shit, with his Bluetooth speaker and shit, bro. Just
And he's bumping
my
it?
song, bro. Like passing by my house. I don't even know the cat.
Woo!
I just moved out here, bro, and he was
what's
just
up.
bumping my song, bro. So you know that
Damn.
to me made me realize, like, whoa, there's people out there listening to my music, bro. Like that's amazing, bro.
That's
Shout out to
dope.
that cat driving on the street with a skateboard, you know, down Valencia. So yeah, shout out to him, bro. Yeah, he's fucking with me, you know. So
Hell yeah. Who does your video production? Because it's sick. I love the style of it. Everything about the videos is amazing.
you know, I'm kind of like a collector. I guess you want to call it, but I go to other videographers. But you know, I do have a certain you know, homie that has been doing a few of my most of my videos,
Right.
and I want to shout out to him. Shout out to AR Productions. You know, he's been doing some of my videos and shit. You know, making shit happen, bro. You know, just making shit pop. You know, as far as the scene and shit. You know, he's from the Orange County shits too. You know, shout out to
Did he
him.
make
Shout out
that
to
new
AR.
one, the Cruise Slow? Did he produce that one?
Nah, he didn't do that one, but he did my Give Me a Pinch video. He did my Sunset Drip video. He did my Take It Way Back video. He's did most of my videos, bro. You know, shout out to my boy AR, bro. You know,
what's
he's really out there shooting. You know, that's my shooter right there.
Love it.
Yeah, bro.
You know, some of my favorite songs that I bump all the time: "Still Be Friends," "Take It Way Back," "Sunset Drip," "Cruise Slow," and "Make Your Move." Talk about your recording state of mind and what's the process like making a song? Like, are you a one take Jake type of dude, or do you have like songs sitting in the vault and then you later revisit them? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like before, you know, when I first got into recording, I was kind of like a one take J type of guy where I was just going in the studio and just knocking stuff out.
Yeah.
But after a while, you know, I felt like I needed to, you know, keep working on my songs, and I felt like, you know, what I just recorded right away wasn't good enough. So, you know, now my process right now is, you know, I go back to my stuff. If, you know, I feel like I don't like certain parts, I'll go back to the studio, you know, we'll set up other sessions and, you know, we'll fix it, and you know, I'll make sure it's perfect, bro. I want it, you know, all my stuff to be good. I want everything I put out there to be, you know, 100%, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Top
bro.
notch.
You want to ask him about "Make Your Move" with Miga?
Yeah, again, how did that? Again, we just had Amiga a few shows back,
Yeah.
and it's, shout out to Amiga Ken for coming on our show. But
Diozo.
how did you connect with him and make that song?
You know, first I want to say shout out to, you know, Amiga, Lobe Amiga. You know, that's my boy, that's my dog, you know, from overseas, you know, shout out to him, you know, doing his thing still, you know, for years and shit, you know, he's been doing his thing. But, you know, how this song came apart, I mean, it came upon, it was just, you know, I was sampling music at the time, and I remember one of my homegirls, she was playing Give Me a Pinch by him.
Yeah.
And I just heard the sample and I heard the whole song and I was just like, the beat was just crazy to me, bro. Like what he did with that beat was just like, it was just like the craziest like impression of funk to me, bro. It was just like, wow, like this is so like it's like cruising, like real boogie type shit, bro. You know, And, you know, I heard that shit and I was like, and I was already sampling other funk songs, so I was like, you know, that's it. I'm gonna sample this, you know. So I sent it to my producer. You know, shout out to my producer Dib Fortune. You know, I sent it to him, and you know, he fucked with it, so he flipped the sample. You know, he sent it back to me. And I fucked with it right away, you know, and I started writing lyrics. You know, I remember I was writing to the song at work, bro, before work, just sitting in my car, like, fuck, like, you know, I gotta get this shit done. This shit's tight, you know? I was bumping in my, you know, Bluetooth and my shit, and, you know, I just remember writing to it. I finished it up, and after that, it was like, I know I gotta get this knocked out in the studio. So, you know, I pulled up to the studio, we knocked that song out, and after that, I put it out to platforms, and, you know, I didn't expect to get, you know, crazy love with it, but, you know, a lot of people started bumping it and shit.
They love it.
Yeah, a lot of people started fucking with me, and then I did a video to it. You know, I did it in Fullerton, California and shit.
Right.
And
Nice.
we did it at a car show and shit. So, you know, it was dope. We shot a video and we put it out, you know, on the platform and shit. And after that, you know, a few months went by. You know, I was getting views and shit on it. And I got a message in my DM. I think it was my request messages. So I don't really check those that much. But, you know, who really does? But, you know, so I checked on my request and it was a whole message. And it was from, you know, Amiga, the guy himself, you know, Amiga, bro. Yeah, from Loba, bro. And you know, I got that message and he told me that he really appreciated me using his music, you know, in my songs. And he thought I was talented, and you know, he just felt like, you know, like I was just, you know, showing him appreciation in a way, you know?
Oh,
like,
that's fire.
Like giving him, you know, respect and stuff like that. So, you know, it wasn't like right away we were gonna make music. It was just more like him giving me respect and shit. So, you know, I thanked him for that. You know, we were having conversations and shit, and he would always check up on me and shit. And I thank him right, you know, to this day for being such a good friend, you know, asking me about like personal shit in my family and shit like that, bro, you know? And, you know, after that, I remember we were talking, he was asking me about my day, and, you know, he told me that he was like, you know, what you been up to, you know, how you doing? And I had an idea, bro. I don't know if I was drinking or I was buzzed. I don't know if I was smoking. I don't know what I was doing, bro. But I think I was, you know, I remember just, it clicked in my head, bro. Like, it all clicked in my head, bro. I was sampling this funk music, and I was like, I was kind of running out of like beats, and I didn't have, you know, the producer at the time. So it all clicked in my head. Like, what if, you know, this guy can make an actual beat for me, or like, you know, create actual funk for me.
Yeah.
And I could maybe rap over it, and he could actually sing on it too, and just, you know, make
Genius.
you know, just give him his respect and give him that 50% of the song, and just let him fucking sing on it, bro, you know? That was my idea. Let him fucking go on it, And, you know, right away, he fucking just, he ate my idea, bro, and he was like, he's like, for sure, like, I'm definitely willing to do this, you know. That song, you know, it probably took over like 6 months to get out on platforms, bro. It took a while. It was a, you know, it was a process, you know, step by step, you know, getting with his team and my team, and you know, just building as far as like just like our friendship and stuff like that. But I remember that he told me that you know, he was willing to record to it, so he shot me this instrumental that he made, you know, Make Your Move instrumental. Yeah. And I remember, you know, listening to it, and I was like, wow, like he sent this to me. I was like, wow, bro, this guy sent this to me. Like, he followed through with his word. I kind of just like, well, I didn't think too much of it, but he fucking really went through with it, you know? Yeah. So he sent that beat to me, and I was like, wow, like, you know, I gotta do something to this, you know? Like, I can't just leave this alone. Right. Like, this is a legend from across overseas sending me a beat that, you know, I got to do something with it, bro. I can't leave it alone. And there was probably a month or two that went by, and I didn't do nothing with it, but I was meaning to, you know, get to it. But I remember, I think it was my girlfriend or her, you know, my mother-in-law, she was telling me like, have you made a song to that beat he sent you? And And I was just like, I haven't got any. And she was like, oh, you're sleeping,
Oh.
Like, yeah, I got that. And then I was like, that's when I was like, whoa, like I was like, yeah, bro. Like, she was like, you're sleeping on this beat. And I was like, after that, I was kind of like disappointed in myself, I was like, I got to get on this beat. She's right, And I remember like, fuck this, I'm gonna knock this out now. And I went in, I went in the studio. I just got on writing it. I started writing my verse. No, actually, I came up with the hook first. It was like, I was just vibing to it, came up with the hook. Yeah. It was just like, oh, okay. Came up with the hook. And then after that, I started writing the verses and shit. I was like, I was gonna write 2 verses, but then I was like, that's when I was like, oh, I'm gonna let him get on it, Yeah, bro. So I did my hook, I did my verse, and I did the hook, dropped the hook again, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna send this, to, send it back to him.
Yeah.
Send it back to him. It was a few months that went by, and I was waiting for it, and he finally ended up contacting me and telling me like, look, bro, I'm gonna record this tonight, and he ended up knocking it out and sending me a little rough draft to it, and I was after I got it in my email, and I think I was buzzing again that night, but I pressed play. I remember putting on my speaker, and I was just, my family was there, and they were hearing it too, and it was just like, we were listening to it, we were just like wow,
tripping out.
Yeah, bro. It was like, imagine, just getting, especially from an artist you're inspired by,
Yeah.
Man, that's fucking dope,
Yeah,
man.
that's
bro.
freaking dope.
Yeah, bro.
He's definitely a man of his word, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So
he means it.
Yeah, so I got that song, bro, and after that we had plans to put it out. We got it mixed. It was a process again to get it mixed. I had to go to a certain person, to get it done, and I ended up getting it mixed. His part mixed, my part mixed. And we finally got it finished. And I remember just sending it back to him, and he was like, "All right, it's ready. Like let's make our move."
Yeah.
And so, we were like, fuck it. I had a homie make a cover to it. He made a cover to it. And then once I got the cover, I was like, all right, fucking uploading this shit now.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, I'm about to upload this now, bro. Yeah.
That's dope.
So that's how that all came about,
That's fire,
shout
man.
out to Amigo once
Shout
again.
out to Theo Zoe.
Yeah.
Uncle Zoe.
Yeah.
So 3-wheel motion, colorful paint jobs, hydraulics, detailed interiors, The car scenes in your videos and in LA period are a staple within a variety of cultures. Elaborate on car scenes and the value of that beautiful art.
Wow. Lowriders themselves, not even lowriders, old school cars, all classic cars, bro.
Yeah.
Anything, in the 90s, it's just like, it's beautiful, bro. The way they were manufacturing cars, bro, the way they made cars look, it was definitely a different, era, bro. And you could see it, bro. When you go to these car shows, bro, you feel like, you're in that time, bro. Like you hop in one of these old school bombs and shit, bro. You feel like you're in the fucking Bonnie and Clyde, bro, Yeah, bro. So, I definitely think it's just, us people just trying to, learn our history and just be a part of that, of what happened before us and shit like that.
Keep it going,
Yeah,
keep
bro.
that vibe going.
Definitely deep.
It's dope.
If I'm not mistaken, I recently saw that you have a brand coming out called Nothing Lasts Forever.
Definitely, bro. That's definitely the brand, bro. I just, I was taking years, honestly, to come up with the brand, bro. And, I never had the right name, I never came up with something catchy. I was trying to come up with something catchy, but everything I came up with was just kind of corny, I was like, I can't do this, So after a while, it was just like, I'm not going to force it anymore. I'm not going to force a brand name. I'm going to just let it flow.
Let it come
One
to
day
you, let
it's
it
going to
land.
just come to me, and it's going to be the name, and that's going to be the brand, and I'm going to run with it. So yeah. I was chilling again, with my neighbor. We was chilling. We was smoking and shit, having a little session. And I don't know if he was telling me about his like life lesson or something, but I just told him something about nothing lasts forever. And then we were just kind of high and shit. And he just told me like, yeah, bro, that would be a dope brand name. And then I was like, oh, that would be a dope brand name, So if anything, shout out to my neighbor, because I'm probably give him some credit for the brand and shit. 'Cause he helped me out, Yeah. But once I got the name, that was it. That stuck. And we got some prototypes right now. Shout out to the homie, with the logos and shit. So he's helping me out. So we're gonna get this brand out soon. Nothing lasts forever, bro.
Nice.
Fire, summer,
Best
summertime.
ideas come when you're on a good one, you know.
Oh,
so
fucking
Yeah,
definitely.
bro. Yeah,
Definitely, man, for
I
sure.
swear, bro.
So recognition is always a great fuel for fire. Like whenever you get recognized for something, it always kind of feels good, right?
Absolutely.
You know, we saw
Definitely.
your song "Cruise Slow" was recognized on Khalifa Rap. In your
Wow.
opinion, is recognition important, and how does that make you feel, man?
I feel like recognition, you know, it just kind of like, it gives me like the chills sometimes. Cause like I'll be getting recognized by people that like different cities, different areas, different, you know, everywhere, bro. I was at the swap meet the other night, the Santa Fe Spring swap meet. And
Oh
shit.
yeah, shout out to that.
And I had a cat like come up to me and like grab me on the shoulder, like in a way, and I was kind of like, "Fuck is this?" You know, like, "Who the fuck is grabbing me?" Like grabbing me, but like he's kind of like, you know, I went like that. And shit. So I was like, "Who's this?" So I turned around and he was telling me like, "Hey, you know, I've heard your music and shit before. You know, I'm a fan of your guys' shit. You know, I want to give you respect. You know, thank you." He's like, "I'll be bumping his shit and shit." He's like, he said props and shit. So I was like, after I was like, "Thank you, bro." You know, that was crazy. And then my family was kind of like, "Okay, you're famous and shit." I was like, nah, nothing like that. But you know, it's recognition, bro. It's people recognizing me for my music and my art, and you know, that's definitely a dope thing. You know, I definitely have, you know, some supporters out there that, you know, have me on all their playlists and shit like that. So, you know, that always feels good. And, you know, I just got love from my, you know, my fans and shit. Everyone out there bumping my shit, bro.
Absolutely.
It's fucking fire,
means
man.
you're on the right path, man.
Yeah, it does. It puts fuel and it puts a battery in your back, and you get to create more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
More,
Inspiration, all that, bro.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So, can you share with us one thing that people wouldn't expect from you or about you?
I would feel like no one would expect to know about me that, you know, I have 2 kids, you know, I got 2 kids and shit. I got a daughter, you know, I got a son, you know, I got a family, you know, I take care of, you know, every day and shit, you know, and, you know, they're my inspiration for everything. And, you know, I put them first and shit, you know?
Yeah, that's fire. I think we all do, man. I know your family does, my family for sure. I think without them, like, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm
bro,
saying?
for sure. You know, they're definitely what, you know, keeps me going every day, you know, striving every day, you know, just trying to do better for them, bro, is, you know, that's my motivation, bro, every day, bro.
Definitely, man. Shout out to that, man. If you could collab with anybody, who would it be and why?
Fuck. If I could collab, that's a big question, but I would say, you know, right now in my position, bro, like, if I'm gonna rock with somebody, bro, it's gonna be probably one of the greats, bro. Like in rap, West Coast. He's gonna be on the West Coast, but I'm gonna fuck with somebody like OG. And that's probably, and I'm gonna say it right now, so it's gonna be Snoop Dogg, bro. I'm gonna fuck with Snoop Dogg, bro. Wanna know why? Because he's the OG putting Death Row on, the West Coast on, bro, LA on, you know. You know, shout out to the OG Snoop, bro. He's the one that makes the timeless music that I was talking about, you feel me?
All his shit's timeless,
bro.
man.
Shout out
All
to
of
Snoop Dogg, OG Snoop, Uncle Snoop.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Uncle Snoop, man, for sure. You know, what's in the works in the future? And if I'm not mistaken, I heard you got a collab coming with the big OG Diamond Ortiz coming soon, man.
So, you know, so we get to that. So, you know, I got a few collabs in the future. So that's, you know, I got someone from out in the SGV. That's the homie, the Wino. He's a real underground artist. He's dope and shit. So shout out to the Wino. I got him coming up. I got the homie out in San Fernando Valley, Young Uno. You know, we got a collab coming out, which, you know, should be dropping to digital platform soon.
Nice.
And, you know, like you said, I got Diamond Ortiz. You know, shout out to Diamond Ortiz. You know, I got in touch with him. You know, I reached out to him, you know, to add him to my catalog of funk and shit, bro, you know. And, you know, and at first, you know, it took a while to get a reply. I'm not going to lie, but, you know, I ended up sending him a second message and, you know, just letting him know that, you know, I'm really serious about this shit, you know. It was more of a serious message. And, you know, I reached out to him again and, you know, right away I got a reply, bro. Like, maybe, I don't know if he was just looking for someone that was serious about it, but, you know, I got a reply right away after that. And, you know, he was down with it, bro. He was down to work with me. And, you know, I was, you know, telling him that I wanted to add him to, you know, the list and shit, bro. You know, I got, you know, Amiga. I got the homie Boogie from Boogie Cat Records, working with the Funk Fellas and shit like that, bro. I'm just trying to add other artists to my list and shit. I even reached out. I don't know if you know about her, but she goes by Mia. I tried reaching out to her.
I think so.
I'm gonna try probably sending some shit to her manager or something, and hopefully we get some more artists in the in the works, bro.
Be a DJ Quick or something.
Yeah, but even DJ Quick, yeah, all the OGs for sure, bro. All the West Coast OGs.
That'd be fire, man. One final question that we were touching on this off record, and we thought it was really deep. Your roots are really embedded deeply.
Yes.
And I know you had mentioned your grandmother and things like that.
Yeah.
And it really flourishes and comes out in your music, and you can hear it,
Yes,
tremendously.
definitely.
So touch on that a little bit if you wouldn't mind, and
So
talk about your roots.
So yeah, my roots and shit. Being a kid, I was raised, by my pops and shit. My mom, she was in the picture for a while, but she had her little struggle and shit, so she wasn't always around. So I just remember I had my pops and I had my grandma, which is my dad's mom and shit. And
Right.
Growing up, I was living with them, and I always had my grandma, dog. And shout out to my grandma, rest in peace and shit. She battled cancer for years, and she was such a strong woman to me. And my roots, as far as like this old school shit goes, bro. Like, my grandma, she came up in the '60s in East LA and shit, Boyle Heights. She came up in that scene, bro, and she was talented as far as music goes, bro. She was a percussionist, and she played the congas and shit.
Oh, nice.
So she was a real good percussionist, bro, and a lot of people seen that in her, and she worked with artists out there like Motown artists like fucking Dieta, War, bro, and all these big bands, bro. That just being in the studios, she had Brenton Wood's number on her phone, bro, and she would tell me like, look, I could call my friend right now, like do you got Brenton Wood's number in your phone? I was like, nah, okay, OG.
A bunch of babies were made by Brenton Wood, man.
Bro. Hey, yeah.
Come on, man.
So my grandma was OG. I remember, she took me, she took me to these old school parties and shit, to these mansion parties, bro, these Motown artists and shit. When I remember going to one of the artists passed away, and we went to this big old mansion, bro, and they served us all this fancy food and shit, and it was crazy, bro. I was just kind of shocked, just damn, my grandma knows these people and shit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
And it was just crazy, but after she battled cancer and shit, she passed away, and she had a funeral and shit, and I remember, it was a huge funeral, bro. She had all these classic lowriders, all these, all this support, bro, from people in her life, in her past, bro, that I didn't really know of. It was kind of crazy to me, but I remember her funeral was a big thing, and being at her funeral, I remember some artists came to perform. I remember Redbone, he came up on stage, and he performed his one of his most famous songs and shit, bro. And I was able to see that shit, and I was able to witness that shit, and it was just being around all that shit, bro. All the oldies and funk, all that classic shit, bro. It was just a part of my life, bro.
Yeah.
So I felt in a way, it's not that I went out to pursue it, because I did start in the underground rap scene, bro. Because it was more about rap and hip hop to me, but all that shit is just the essence of what I am, bro. So when I started doing this funk shit, bro, started coming around the scene, and it was just nature to me, bro. It was my life, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
It all comes back full circle.
Yeah, bro. It was this is where I'm comfortable. You feel me?
Yeah.
I could do this shit. Now I'm I wanna put myself out there. Not put myself out there, but I want to make a mark to where my grandma made, bro. I want to be as great as she was,
Yeah.
I want to put myself, up there with her. With she was working with these amazing big artists, from the old school, bro. I feel that's my calling, bro. She lives in me, so that's my calling, bro. I'm gonna put myself out there, and I'm gonna make a mark, before I leave this earth, bro.
Definitely, man. You could tell, man, you're already doing it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Jimmy, you got any questions or anything?
Man, no, just thank you again for coming out, man. Again, your vibe, the whole funky style is just awesome, man. Continue to do what you're doing, man.
Yeah,
Shout
definitely.
out to the funky style. I was trying to come up with a name with it, but you guys already did.
That's fire, man. Funky
that's
style.
dope. Funky style. Yeah. Shout out
definitely.
to funky style. You feel me?
We got to get some shirts and fucking branding going with that too. That style of music.
That's tight, bro.
It's crazy how life works because when we got Amiga on, I literally just DM'd him like a fucking long shot. Like it's a long shot, because we've been listening to his music for years.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I wonder if this guy has an Instagram or something. Yeah. Found him on Instagram, DM'd him.
It never hurts to ask or try, bro,
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Definitely, bro. It
Shoot
never
your shot.
people motherfuckers will hold back and everything, but
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt to fucking ask, bro.
You never know. You might catch this artist on the couch one day. They're just on their on their DMs and boom, it pops up and you happen to catch their eye or whatever the case may be. But what flourished from that is we posted this stuff and then you reached out, you liked our content and you followed us.
Definitely.
And that's how this flourished. And what I'm getting at is like, it's crazy how life is and how connections happen and things like that. And you were so freaking open and kind to come up here and be on our platform and share your story.
Yep.
And to us, man, that means a lot. And we just want to let you know that you're part of the fight for the mic familia también.
Damn, bro.
You know what I'm
Shit.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
That's
people don't
dope.
cross in your path for
nothing.
Yeah, no, they don't.
It all happens because it's meant to be, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So,
Just talking to you guys, it's like I've already known you guys and shit, bro. Like,
It's fucking crazy.
it's like it's crazy, bro. But definitely shout out to Fight for the Mic. What you guys got going on right here is dope. It's a dope way for people to express themselves as far as like, on the mic and shit,
Yeah, exactly.
So I got a mic tatted on my face and shit, bro. But bro. So I definitely hope other artists, you guys get other interviews and this shit expands and it gets bigger because I see a lot of potential in this shit, bro.
Man, that's
Awesome.
love, man.
Appreciate it.
That's fucking love, man.
Awesome.
Jimmy's got some fun questions for you. So I think I want to play. I'll let you choose. There's 2 songs I either want to play. We can do Still Be Friends or Make Your Move. In the background while he asks you these questions.
I would say Make Your Move, but we've kind of talked about it, and I feel like it's gotten enough love on this podcast. So we're going to go with Still Be Friends. I want to shout out to my boy Chris G out in motherfucker. He's from Fontana. He was one of my inspirations, coming up in underground hip-hop. He was making moves with, like, artists that were coming up big time that are up right now and shit. So shout out to Chris G. I reached out to him. He reached out to me. We got on a song together. I got on a song with someone that I used to listen to and I used to bump. And that shit was just amazing, being able to just make this song and, the process of it. Shout out to Chris G, bro.
It needs a video, too. It needs a video.
It needs a video for sure, bro.
It's
Still
fly.
Be Friends, bro. Shout out to the sample, though, too. That song is dope.
It's fucking fire. Here we go.
Henny, bro.
Got you.
A little bit. Yeah.
Go ahead, ask
Here we
him.
go, man. Question number 1. Answer as you wish. If you came with a warning label, what would it state?
It came with a warning label. Do not smoke this tobacco. Because it's probably gonna be a blunt wrap and I'm gonna roll that shit. That's what it's gonna be.
It's all about the hemp.
If you underage, don't smoke tobacco. I do not advise anybody to be, fucking with that nicotine addiction, bro. That shit fucking kills
Might
people,
as well
bro.
go natural. All green leaf. Go hemp wraps.
Yeah,
I got some
bro.
hemp wraps for you right there.
Oh, there you go.
Question number 2. I think I know this one, but lowriders or exotic cars?
Ooh, lowriders for sure.
That's that.
Y'all already knew the answer to that one. But yeah.
Question number 3. If a dog were chasing you, what pair of shoes would you be wearing?
I'm probably running in my Chucks, bro.
Okay.
I'm probably running in my Chucks, bro, because
Love it.
if a dog's chasing me, I'm fucking running like a track star, bro.
That's what's up. Number 4. Coke or Pepsi?
I'm gonna say Coke,
Okay.
because I remember just growing up, always had Pepsi, fucking 99-cent store shit, bro. It was always Pepsi, so I fucking Coke. Shout out to Coke.
That's what's up. If you had an opportunity to have a message on a billboard, what would it state?
It would say, go listen to Eternal. Go listen to Eternal.
There you
That's
go.
what it would say.
What's up?
And we'll have all my Instagram, all my social media platforms on it.
Yeah. Make that happen.
And everyone would pass by and follow me after they pass it.
There you go.
Yeah.
You get like 1,000 fucking follows in like an hour and shit.
That's a good one. Add that
Feel
QR
me?
code on there too.
Yeah, bro. Even the cute, everything, all that.
That's a sub. Question
Running
number
it up.
6. Apple or Android?
Apple, I got an iPhone. You know,
Hey,
I used to.
another one.
I remember, like as a kid, I had an Android, but you know, once I converted to Apple, it was just like,
Yeah, you upgrade.
ain't going back.
I'm good.
That's what's up. Question number 7. Top 3 oldie songs of all time.
Top 3 oldie songs. Wow, that's a good one.
That's tough.
Shit. I'm just gonna name some off the top since it's the top 3, but I'm gonna say Angel Baby. Just because, you know, my grandma used to sing that song like an angel.
Yeah.
So Angel Baby. Second, I'm gonna go with Brenton Wood. Probably I Like the Way You Love Me. Number 2. Because I grew up watching Brenton Wood, you know, perform in my city at Morgan Park and shit, Bolen Park. So I grew up watching him every summer and shit. So I'm gonna say that. I Like the Way You Love Me, Brenton Wood, number 2. And then number 3, it's probably gonna be War. Don't Let No One Get You Down by War, bro. Just because my grandma, you know, that was her song, and that's something she, you know, she would tell me, don't let no one get you down, bro.
Ooh, that's what's up. Exactly. Last question here. I am eternal, and I am.
I am a rapper / father.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Good question.
No.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Man. Again, man, like as Jim and I embark on this podcasting road, trying to brand, trying to put our name out there, just putting in hard, constant work, and just trying to be good human beings to people and give people a voice and a platform to share their story. Because our motto is everyone has a story. And again, I can't thank you enough. I'm extremely grateful. I'm humbled. And we are going to do everything in our power to make sure your name's out there, your music gets out there. We're fans.
Much
and
love, bro.
Appreciate
One
you
love,
coming
bro.
through to the studio, man, for sure,
Bro,
man.
shout out to both of you, though, bro. Shout out to both of you.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
love, man.
Love, bro.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Love,
hell
bro.
yeah, man. Love,
my
man.
G's, bro. Y'all really doing it out here.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Man, how can people follow you? How can they, and dive into your music, the new brand, etc., man?
All right, so if you want to go listen to my music, we on all digital platforms and shit. So you could go look me under Eternal 274. That was some shit some insider type shit, but Eternal 274. You could follow. Go check out my music on Apple Music, on Spotify. Everything, bro. All the platforms and shit. If you want to go look me up on YouTube, I should be under Eternal 274 too. And if you want to find my music videos and shit, they're going to be on my homies platform and shit. So shout out to the homies from Latin Beast TV.
Shout out to Latin
Those
Beast.
are the homies that put out my music videos and shit.
What's up?
I want to thank them. Shout out to the homie Tones, shout out to the homie Bams and shit, because if it wasn't for them, bro, I feel like, I wouldn't have, I feel like the numbers I have, like the supporters I have, shout out to them,
Fucking
Shout out
fire,
Latin
man.
Beast TV.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy, how can they follow you, boss?
Yes, follow my Instagram, Jimmy_Buckets24. Follow my Twitter, JimmyBuckets08. Follow those, yes, sir.
Nice. Follow me at MF True So True, TRUSOTRU. Also follow the Instagram Fight for the Mic podcast. It's Fight number 4 DA and then Mike MIC. We want all the smoke. We want all the interviews. We want everything. Anything we can get our hands on, even if it's new, fresh, whatever the case may be.
Here we go. Had to throw the ad-lib in there real quick. Let's go.
We want all the
Here
smoke,
we go.
man.
Yeah.
Any final words, gentlemen, before we
Any final
bounce out?
flows to lead us out?
Shit, you guys got beats for me? Whatever you got, let me know, bro. Shit. I gotta throw a little last minute freestyle. It's cool.
Ooh, let me see, man.
Anything, bro.
See
Let's
what I
do
can
it.
get on here.
That's what I came for.
I don't know what it sounds like or what it is, but we'll put it on. Fuck it.
Yeah. You turn me up in the headphones a little bit, the beat. Hey. Shout out to Fight for the Mic. Eternal. Bolen movement. Hey. Hip hop. Funk music. Hey. Yo, I spit it real dope. Nothing like these rappers, cause you know they can't cope. I gotta do this shit, yeah, I'm speaking like the Pope. Nothing like these motherfuckers, yeah, I got to stay true to the oath. Here I go, homie, gotta grow. And everybody know I gotta battle all my foes. Ain't nobody wanna beef with me every time I chillin', every time I'm in the streets, my G. Look, fight for the mic, gotta do it tight. Nothing like these motherfuckers, we ain't never been alike. And I spit this real shit, coming straight up off the dome. And I know I cuss, but damn, they gonna bump me on the microphone. Here I go, yeah, that's how it is. I still do it every time we tryna make it big. Fight for the mic, yeah, we finna spit it sick. Nothing like these other motherfuckers, I'ma hit a lick. Tryna get my money up, get the bag. I'm nothing like these suckers, but you know I got a plan. Gotta come up with the funk. And everybody know I gotta take it out the trunk. If enemies start tripping, then I come in. Don't give a shit, cause I'm really trying to win. I know I gotta do it every time my mind spins. When I'm off the Hennessy, you know I gotta do it. Damn, look, pursue it, get to this music. Everybody know I gotta do it till I lose it. Everybody bumping me, yeah, they bumping me real wide. I gotta do this shit, yeah, so I can open up your eyes. Ayy, yeah, ayy. Shout out to Fight for the Mic, boom. Yeah. Eternal 274 _ go follow me. Hey, we done.
Man, that was love, man. That was fire.
Session.
Off the dome too.
Off
Jesus
the dome,
Christ.
bro. I didn't write none of that, bro. Like, I don't come freestyle with writtens. I ain't on that, bro. I'm really with that old school, like.
Fire.
That's fucking fire, man.
Yeah.
Man. Jimmy, any final words, boss?
Man, we out. That was a great session.
That was
Look
dope.
for us on YouTube, Spotify, everywhere. We up.
Yup. Follow Fight for the Mic. Follow
Yes,
Eternal.
sir.
Follow
Mic.
everybody. Follow the Rodriguez Show, man. Shout out to Caesar, man.
One
Shout out
love,
to you,
one
love,
love.
man,
Yes,
boss.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out to man behind the camera, too.
We out this thing, man.
Tell the fellas we gon' make a few plays. Got the rhythm with the old school taste. Cruise slow, we gon' be a little late. I pray to God that I make it home safe. Tell the fellas we gon' make a few plays. Got the rhythm with the old school taste. Cruise slow, we gon' be a little late. I pray to God that I make it home safe. I'ma win every chance I get. Are you full straight whack? You ain't make no sense. I'm a savage, I'm a demon.